Good morning, Matt.
Morning.
근데 수고해.
Is that everyone in here? Ta-da. Yeah, I got my glasses on today. It's game time. Oh, it looks like that NFP move was corrected finally. So, hey, stop opening positions.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's the 10th. Oh, the 10th. The 10th of June. 6:34 a.m. Eastern time. Gonna get this started right now. First, let's go on to GJ and see what happened since London closed yesterday and today's London session, since we've basically been consolidating for the last hour. Seeing how this is reversing, I might be looking for buys to play the range above 155. I mean 154, 600. So I would need a 30-minute support and a break above the previous 30-minute high for price to continue up. And for sales, I'll be looking for sales below 154 200. So let's go ahead and type this in. And for buys, just keep it simple. When I wait for support on the 30-minute to form. Um, so a couple of candles just holding that price, 150 for 300, somewhere around there, 150 for 340, 400, and I would need a break below, I mean above the previous high, so somewhere around here. Simple. And gold, I'm just gonna play it safe today. Gonna wait for an CPI. But if we do get a break below this zone here, think we can basically sells down to 1873, 1874. But I'd rather wait for CPI. We might just range until 830 anyways for CPI. Oh, no way. For buys, I'll be looking for um let's see. Du-du-dun, du-dun. For buys, I think I'm gonna wait till CPI. But if we start breaking above 1883 for this wick fill, 18 at 1884, um, that's where I'll be looking for. I'll need a break and close, maybe on the 15. So we want. Let's go ahead and type this in. Of course, I do want to see support first, and then with volatility, I want to see, volume coming in. I want to see a nice swift move above 1883, maybe set up pending orders, and yeah, that's the plan. Trying to stay away from, before CPI 8:20 to 8:30 Eastern time. Around that time, I'm gonna maybe set up pending orders again, and yeah, see how it goes. But so far, let's just wait and see where a price is gonna lead us to. So my calculated guess is that we're gonna hold support here and continue up. If we don't, then we still have this wick to get filled down here. 7 to 4 at 1876. Even though we've been pushing down for the last day. Be nice to maybe get that wick fill, not the whole thing, and getting some rejection around that area, since we basically completed the NFP move, which was above 1875. So basically, we look for rejection around this zone here, and support. If not, then price can go a little deeper than the previous 4-hour wick, and maybe continue down below to 1873. It's been really a lot of liquidity grabs, a lot of wicks. Price action is not the prettiest, but yeah, let's just wait until CPI. I think that will give us a better structure for buys or sells. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna set up alerts right above here, just in case we start pushing, and right below this zone here. So yeah, maybe with volume, if we start getting a close above 0.400, I'll probably be looking for buys on GJ.
Good morning, Mac.
Morning, Carlitos.
Hey, Mac.
So Kev,
Probably your rates. We're gonna see some volume about 7:45. So
before the
GJ
rates.
should start. Yeah, it should. You should get a little move on GJ.
Okay. Let's see. Say that 15.
Impulse of a 40. Or you're gonna wait for a
I'm gonna
close
wait for a
above?
close above 40.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I start seeing like the candle moving real fast with volume. Oh,
Yeah, the thing is that this next 4 hours is gonna close in 14 minutes. So I don't think it's gonna push that much.
right. The next hour we might close doji
Yeah,
with no direction. So yeah, let's wait until 7.
cool.
Makes sense. Cool. Oh shit. Yeah, that's true. The 1 hour is about to close, so 12 minutes. Might have an indecision candle here. What will be the news today? Can you give a recap on how it was in the previous month? Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's see on CPI for last month. What was the report? It was 0.8. The forecast was 0.2. April's was 0.6. The forecast for June is 0.4, so half of it. If we get something like that, I think it's good, making dovish, which is good for the economy. So let's go back to May 12th. Yeah. So let's go into the 4 hour here. May 12th. Alright, the 12th of May. So we had this. So yeah, numbers were good. We did have a drop. It's a little past news. Give me 1 second here. 12, right here. Yeah. So 8:30 came through. CPI, boom, price just whipped around. 9 and came, and then we had that little dump. So you can kind of see the same if we picture the same thing happening here. So a move up and then the move down, rather not have any pending orders, since it can just whip around and not slip you a lot. So let's wait and see how that 8:30 candle forms, and based on that we can kind of predict if it's gonna go down or up. Are you waiting for the news on gold? Yes, I'm waiting for the news. I'm not gonna have pending orders. I don't want to get whipped around. I might set up an order, but just one, either for buys or sells, and not both. But yeah, I don't think CPI is gonna give that much of it's gonna set up the price, right? You're gonna have a settlement, but I don't think it's gonna give us that much of a movement once the numbers are published. Is the construction finished? Yeah. Yeah, man. They finished it yesterday. That's the thing about the U.S. The water pipes, all the infrastructure is really old. It's about 100 years old. So all those pipes are bursting every like 3 minutes. They're made out of cast iron, all rusty and shit. I don't drink water from the tap. That's full of lead and shit. What if a candle breaks below 1879 on gold? I mean, yeah, if you want to catch that move down to 1876, I think it should play out. You definitely want to see a break below these previous wicks. 1879, 365, 24, 24. Why 24? Yeah, 24. I mean, somewhere around here. Too much back noise in stream. No, I don't know, man. Better now? What's the simplest form of explaining what CPI is? CPI is core price index. Is the basically like the cost of goods. So if you go to the store,
If you haven't left us a review.
oh shit. If you go to a store and you see like a can of beans or something and it's gone up a cent or so, you can kind of see it on the CPI report. Yeah, my mic, I don't know, guys. You guys asked for too much. Yesterday was good, today was bad. Hey, Jesus.
I have YouTube open. I don't hear anything through there.
Yeah,
Might be that.
they probably got shitty mics. I mean, shitty headsets. So we're breaking above 154 400. I do want to see it close since we're getting close to the 7 a.m. candle. CPI is like inflation. Yeah, kind of, yeah. CPI will push gold towards 1900. I don't think so. If we get a close above 155 200, next candle will have a push for 200. Yeah. We're actually having that push right now. So if you want to have an impulse entry, this will be your time to get in. I have a Razer mic headset, but your mic has noise. Oh my! I have a Sennheiser, so I have a better mic than you. Yeah, just wait for the 1 hour to close, just to be safe.
Yeah, and also think that we're gonna have the wick of the next 1 hour.
Yeah.
So you could have exactly the same entry if you enter an impulse right now.
Exactly. Because that next 1 hour might push back again, and you don't want to be stuck in there. Yeah, just play it safe. Want to wait for this to close above and continue up. CPI is at 8:40. I mean 8:30, not 7:40. It's 8:30 Eastern time, so it's in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
We got time.
You got a lot of time. A lot of time in our hands. Wow, look at that rejection. Jeez. So I wanted to wait for that close. It's a fan sound. If you guys can hear the sound from my computer, that's crazy. This shit's sensitive, but I don't think it sounds that bad.
I honestly cannot hear anything.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
hear. I don't hear anything, man.
These people have
I don't hear anything either.
supersonic.
It's their system.
They have supersonic ears.
Are they trolling you?
Yeah, it might be trolling me.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say that they're probably trolling.
I'm always getting fucked by that. Like these people come in here, like make me check my mic for like an hour. Like there's nothing wrong with my mic. Wow, look at that rejection. Jesus. That's why, it's good to wait and get that close.
Plus, the 15-minute candles are pretty small. There's no volume,
Nope,
so
exactly.
you need volume to break that area.
It's a 6 pip range, so definitely you don't want to be stuck in there. And seeing how this is breaking below, you want for this to get out of this range, even though we're playing the next range down here. It's a little bigger. It's only 10 pips. But I rather just wait and get a close below 154 300 down here, and or above 154 400. Okay,
gold is moving.
gold is moving too. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're getting that break below. Same with GJ. Um, I'm definitely gonna wait for a close, at least in the 5 minute on gold. Maybe we'll have a retest here. But yeah, that's basically the goal for sales. And GJ, I do want to see a 15 closing below. It's a lot of bad Brexit news headlines coming out, so I think we're gonna have that nice little pullback. Mac, why would I look for buys on GJ? It's just I look for buys and sells.
I took the sales on gold.
Took the sales on gold. Perfect.
Yeah, to the south of gold.
Perfect. This is a, let me see.
The thing is that I don't like is it has got a tiny top wick
Yeah, but let's see.
on the
If you enter
1 hour.
now, you got a 28 pip take profit compared to an 18 pip stop loss. So I think it's good. I'm gonna wait for this 5 minutes to close. I might just just take off, but I think it's good. The way it's dropping for sales.
Yeah, with a 9 pip stop, I couldn't pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
18 pips. I have no experience with ECB conference. Can you say how does it impact and how to see the European Central Bank conference? Yeah, I'm not very familiar about the Euro um, press conference. I don't really pay attention to that. So I guess hawkish is good for the currency, meaning that when it's something bad news, it's good for the euro, and good news, it's bad for the euro. I don't know, man. So I don't trade any euro pairs, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's just a press conference. It might take a little longer than expected, so don't really expect to see a move right at 8:30. Could you put some background music? Yeah, I was trying to look for background songs on YouTube. Give me 1 second. Um, YouTube playlist. Man, you guys are making me work for real, bro. Like, Jesus. You guys want music? Fix my headsets. Shit, you want me to take my shirt off too? Um, Listen your recordings afterwards, and you'll recognize that. Yeah, I know what a silence and how it feels. It's eerie. I get it, but I'm not gonna play some music and get banned. Seeing how this let's see, 5 minute close with no wick to the bottom, so we might have that little retest. Hey, you guys are demanding, man. You guys uh, put me to work for you. Copyright, not copyright. Yes, there you go. So audio library, bang bang. And I get some corny ass music in here.
Colorful Flowers by Tokyo Music Walker.
Alright, that's chill, so let's leave that. It looks like we're gonna have that nice little drop on gold.
Up 8 pips.
Just whipping around nasty price
Yeah.
action on GJ. As of gold, probably getting that retest above 1890, 1879, and then continue down. So I want to see that touch here, and then a continuation down.
The GJ is bouncing from a 4-hour zone.
Yeah,
So
but the thing about the 4 hour, when you look at it, like this 1 a.m. candle closed bearish, and then you have the 5 a.m. candle closing bullish. I want to see a strong close, not something like, with a small body and a big wick. That's gonna basically tell me that price is gonna range around this area if we get that, weak close. And sales would be at the break of 154 200. But yeah, let's see if we get a nice close below that zone.
So Mac, on gold, you're gonna wait for a retest of the area, then a rejection, then you're gonna enter.
Yeah, basically,
Okay.
yes. My stream is freezing? No, man. How is my stream freezing?
Now on Zoom.
Nah,
You
man,
tripping,
everything's
man.
working fine, man.
They're just trolling.
Pay internet cheap. It's the music, bro. You guys got me playing music in here. Fuck. You guys are children. Hey, shut up. I have the fastest internet in the whole stream community. Don't fuck with me. I have 200 megabits on download and 150 on. What do you mean you don't hear music? Shut up, man. You guys making me play all this shit for no reason. Open a GoFundMe. I have Fios fiber optic, and I pay a lot of money for that. So don't fuck with me and my internet. For real, you don't hear the music? Are you kidding me? I'm playing music here for no reason.
Mac, I'm gonna tell you the truth about fiber optic, man.
Don't tell me it's a scam because I don't want to hear it.
And no, it's not a scam, but it's a scam if you bought it, if you live in an older.
I think it's fiber optic. I mean, I'm not gonna go
So
in
this is
there and check out
so
the.
this is the so this is the thing, right? Fiber optic works, right? It runs unless your house is new, it's not 100%. It runs to the street, and then if your whole home is old and they didn't change the wiring out, then you don't have fiber optic 100%.
Oh, guys, so they're scamming me. Fios is scamming me.
So you have some type of fiber optic, but you just don't have the 100%. Like the newer homes are fiber optic all the way in.
I have like 50% fiber optic. The rest is Cat 5.
Exactly.
Damn, what a nice little scam they pulling in here. I pay a lot for that shit, so I got old copper cables for real. I cast iron.
All right, gotta stop these goal break even.
Man said cast iron cables. I didn't know that about fiber optic. But yeah, man, they charge a lot. They do charge a lot more than
Yeah, because one of my friends, when he bought his new home, the guy was telling us that basically he was like, "Hey, man, that he was installing it. He's like, everyone thinks they have fiber optic, but it's only the newer home has it 100%."
So most houses is basically Cat 5, which is coming from like the cable, the regular cable, and
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing like fiber optic is only for like new houses, like new developments.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I, yeah, they might be scamming me, but I mean it's pretty fast. Can't complain.
Yeah, it's still good, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See how this 15 minute is about to close. I might have an enter position here. Let's take this fucking music off. Jesus. Let me see how this can play out.
Should have hold those closed sales. I didn't even look. Didn't I forgot the 4 hour had a bearish wick, so it's gonna fill that 4 hour wick
Yeah, that's what I was
after
looking
15
at.
minutes.
But I definitely want to see a retest of this broken zone here. If not, then sales will be at the break of this area here. Not that much of a difference. Stop right above that zone. 17 pips and expecting to get 20, 24, 25 pips out of it. So that's good.
Yeah, you already retested on 5 minute.
Now, I was actually looking for a deeper retest up here.
Yeah.
How about a sell when price breaks that low? Yes, that makes sense. That low up in 1878, 80, 46. There you go. So that was my pending order. Wow, it's dumping. Yeah, we still got an hour and 12 minutes for news, so then we probably get that pull back before news and see how price settles around that zone here. Mac, what up? It's Calito from Slack. Okay, Calito, Carlitos.
What's wrong?
No, it's some other Carlito.
Okay.
People
Are
here
you moving to?
dishonoring my internet.
Are you moving to break even once we go 10 pips or what?
No, my rule of thumb for gold is it's gotta have at least like $1.50 in profits for me to move it to break even. So still got
10 pips, right?
15 pips.
15, sorry.
Mark. I've been in sales in GJ since 155 to 40. Should I keep holding? It's 155 why to 40? Sheesh. So from all the way up here. Um, I don't know, man. Secure some. Oh wow, this is going. It's going negative right now. Well, 200 megabits in New York, it's a lot, so be happy about that. Yeah, I'm not liking how this is rejecting.
I secured. I got out. I don't
Yeah,
like that either.
yeah, I'm gonna secure it and close right now. Close negative 6 pips. Clean. So I rather wait for CPI. Yeah, no, guys, that was a very deadly 5-minute close. Not even 5-minute opening. Grabbing liquidity, probably holding that zone here, but let's see. It might keep dropping, you know. But in my case, I closed at negative 6 pips. No, the original stop was, if you were gonna hold it, was supposed to be up here. Alright. So you still had a couple more pips in your stop loss. But yeah, let's just definitely wait for CPI here. Very whippy. Yeah, not enough range. It's just very whippy. And if you look into to the 30-minute, it looks clean. Our initial move was at the break of that zone. I did move a couple of pips in profit. But yeah, we still have this to get clear. I just don't want to get whipped around, right? Just go back into that zone again, retest it, and then head back down, or grab more liquidity up here and then come down again. Somebody got 10 pips, that's good. Does ECB interest rate affect decisions and affect the pound? It shouldn't affect the pound. It should only affect the euro. So if you trade anything related to the euro, just be aware of that.
GJ moving.
Yeah, DJ's moving. Is holding support here at 154 300. I do want to see a nice clean break above 400 for price to continue up. If we get the 4-hour candle close at 1884, we can see. God damn you! A bunch of people got 10 pips on gold, and I got clapped. Oh shit, that's funny. Benzi got 10 pips, Nismi got 10 pips, Citibank got 10 pips. When I say that, I crack up. Citibank.
If they enter at 36, it's impossible they got 10 pips.
They probably enter here at the break of here. That's the only way I can see it.
Yeah.
Unless they're lying to me.
Off the 15-minute, if I would have hold, I would have put out to the break even and just call it a day.
Yeah, when Kevlon entered, which it was here, that would have been at least 10 pips.
Yeah.
No, my trade didn't go 10 pips. It went like 4 pips in profit. That's it. And then it went back. Boom. Still holding. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely hold. Just be safe, but be aware that you don't want to see maybe a nice another 5-minute candle closing bullish and breaking the high of the previous one. But if you have a decent size stop loss, it should be good for price to continue down. The thing is that I'm seeing here on gold is a lot of exhaustion, right? You see on the 4-hour, all these bearish candles. There's a point that it's gonna, exhaust, and you're gonna start seeing rejection, right? We might not have a tap down here. We might just reject around this area and continue up, build support and continue up. On the wick fill perspective, it does seem like it's gonna have that wick fill. So if you're holding positions, perfect. Just look into the smaller time frames and see how that 5-minute is breaking the previous low. So that's good. Should continue down. DXY is down, so gold should be up, and GJ is just in this shitty range. The pip count indicator is called show pips.
Yeah, there you have, I think, your 10 pips on gold.
There you go. You 10 pips on gold. I got out. I wasn't liking it.
Yeah, I got out to a break-even. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I got out. I do want to see. I want to wait for news to come through. So we still got an hour left. But I think within the next 32 minutes, we should have the push down, pull down, or push down, whatever you want to call it, down to 1876. Fill that 4-hour wick. Let me see something here. Dun, 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 dun.
They're gonna structure forming under 30 minutes for GJ.
Yeah. So we have that support down here. We would definitely want to see a break above that area for better confirmations as the 30-minute is about to close. So I want to see something like this. Right?
We could get that with the rates in the next 16 minutes.
Where will my TP be on GJ? Not sure yet. I do want to first see a breakup of that zone. Because it could be different. If I'm looking for sales, at the break of this support, then my TP will be different. Will be probably a lot less. If I'm looking for buys, then I will let it run above this zone here, up to this previous resistance. What were you saying, Kev? Gold is running. Oh yeah, gold is running. That's the thing about gold. Seeing how I've seen that that pattern a lot. That 5 minute reversing and grabbing liquidity up. Then the next one continues down a little, but then it closes bullish, and it kind of like stays there for a little bit. So now it's just a matter of like holding. Oops. If you want to hold, then you want price to break below this previous 5 minute low. If you want to play it safe, then you don't want this 5 minutes to go above this previous wick here. Yeah, patience. A lot of patience. I'll probably, I mean, if I had entered gold with that smaller lot size, I'll probably hold it. Probably had held a little longer. But the way that 5 minute closed and the next one how it was forming, it just wasn't worth it for me.
To me personally, mentally, for me, it's harder for me to trade off gold for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I mean it's very difficult because once you start seeing
Yeah.
those 5 minutes closing like that, the thing is that you're looking into your profit, right? And whatever, if it's based on pips or money, and then you see that it's going into like a positive 3 pips, and then it goes automatically -4. That gives you like a big red flag, right? Like, oh shit, let me go back and see what's going on. So you go back into the smaller time frames, to lower time frames. You go into the 5 minute, the 1 minute, and then once you start seeing these rejection wicks, right? If you're on a sell and then you see rejection to the upside, then that's kind of giving you the hint to get out of it as soon as you can. And the way it's forming right now, creating higher highs and higher lows, even on the 1 minute, it's giving you that that hint, like, oh shit, we're gonna continue up. We're gonna reject that zone, and we're not gonna have that wick fill. So yeah. I keep having the you don't have enough rights notification on IC markets when trying to trade. I don't use IC markets, but you probably margin calling.
What about IC markets?
He says he's trying to trade, but he's getting a notification saying you don't have enough rights to, I guess, put a trade.
Not too sure.
But yeah, man, the way this is rejecting, even on the 5 minute, you see how these wicks are coming to the downside. That might be the new support. Oh no, the construction people are back. But yeah, man, I live in a peninsula basically, right? It's an island. So on the west I have the bay, on the east I have the beach. So it's really not much I can do. If they want to fix something, the main pipe is probably next to my house. Do I trade US 30? Comment by YouTube. Oh no, I don't. I don't trade indices. I look at them, but I don't trade them. Wow, look at gold. Look at that. So yeah, it's holding that resistance here, and probably it's gonna continue down as it's breaking structure. Impulse after the break of the high in GJ to risky. Impulse trade. See what time is it? It's 7:34. Yeah, I would definitely wait for this to break and close above that previous high, and that's when you would like to enter. Jesus, this is nasty. So anyone trading gold right now, just I suggest you to like secure your profits. If you're in profits, and just wait until CPI.
Gold is really whipping around, man.
It is whipping around. It's whippy, whippy, really whippy. Cool whip. Yeah, it's whipping around. I definitely don't want to be, I don't want to be caught up in there, thrown in there like a washing machine, just getting washed around. So we're getting that break on gold.
You mean GJ?
I mean, on GJ, I'm sorry. Well, 6 cores, not quad. But yeah, for anyone who likes to take impulse trades, I think this is the best time to get in on GJ and have your stops right below that previous 30-minute low. So something like this. And definitely you don't want price to get back into that range.
I take it you're not much of a impulse trader on GJ.
Actually, yeah, I am, but the way that this ranged a lot in here, I want to see at least this 15-minute closing above. Um, the way it's moving, I don't think we're gonna have a big close. If we stay above that zone, then yes, I'll enter on the close and break. break and close, but as an impulse trade, I don't want. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be whipped around, especially 7:45 ECB news are coming through that might affect the pound a little. It might move around, whip around. You never know. So, uh, I just don't want to be playing with the news coming through. 8:05 we have GBP news as well, and then CPI for gold. But yeah, an impulse trade, as long as you manage your risk, I think should definitely play out. If your stops are at least 10 pips, 11 pips, something like that. But no, man, I'm a cowboy when it comes to that. I'm just not seeing it right now. Something's like telling me, oh, just wait. Ooh. Close trade lost 20.40%. Nice. Can you explain what impulse trade is? Well, basically, an impulse trade is just once you start getting a break of the previous high, if you're looking for buys, you jump in and you're not waiting for the close of whatever time frame you're looking at. If you're looking into the 15, you're not gonna wait for that 15 minutes to close. You're gonna get in right basically in like the middle of it, the middle of the candle, and yeah, that's basically what an impulse trade is an impulsive entry. Is there something with Look Trade London? No, nothing.
This 15-minute close above here, man. Pull back and break. We're definitely going higher.
Yeah, definitely.
So like the thing with impulse trades, like what traders doesn't recognize, you have to like make a structure in order for you to take the trade, right? So if you look at the 30 minutes, like we made that market structure, which is higher low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here. Yeah, which is down here. So when it breaks the high, which is breaking right now, that's where you want to take your impulse buys at. But if it doesn't form that bullish structure, then you don't want to take an impulse.
Exactly. You want to definitely see structure forming. You want to see at least higher highs and higher lows forming on the 30 minute or the 15, whatever you're looking at, to give you that confluence that if price is going to continue up. If price is going to head down, then you want to see lower lows and lower highs being created.
Yeah.
In this case, how basically what I'm seeing here is just the change of structure from support being formed, lower, higher low created down here, higher high up here, higher low down here, and then we're looking for the next higher high as we're breaking that previous resistance. And we're counting with the volume from pre-NY for price to continue up, and then as soon as 8 a.m. hits, we might have a small pullback. That's another thing that you kind of like have to look at, that 8 a.m. opening. You might have a position running in profit. So I suggest everyone, as soon as you're getting close to that 8 a.m. Time, to go ahead and secure as much as possible, and then that push of NY open might give you that extra volume you need. Sometimes it can just reverse completely and take your whole position out. My spread on gold is 2.3. But yeah, it looks like we're definitely gonna hit that take profit here. The 10 pip mark was probably here. Yeah.
All right, here go the rates.
1 minute for the rates. Looks like EJ is pumping. Oh, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And price is just whipping on DJ. Wow. See how big is this move on the euro? It's just moved 6 pips. Oh, back down again. Eh? Oh, bad rates. And gold is just playing around here. Buy on the retest of 154.400. Yeah, that would be a good idea if you get a deeper pullback. As long as your spreads are tight, yeah. If gold starts to form bearish at 1877 support, could be looking for early buys. Yeah, yeah, early buys, but I mean, I just play it safe, right? You want to wait for CPI. Don't rush it. Don't try to get in early because it's gold. You might, you know, get in early and just be thrown around for like the next 40 minutes until news happen. So you just wait. You got 40 minutes left. You boys thinking of trading CPI on gold, sell stubs and buy stubs? Maybe. I'm gonna have to see. Yeah, not touching anything with news happening right now. Nope. Be right back. Give me 1 second. what's happening here on GJ? Nothing. Still ranging around here. I think it did go up 10 pips above that breakout zone. 12 pips. Rates didn't do much. And gold is wow, it's just really whipping around. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to get thrown in there and just be basically be treated like a piece of laundry. Tumble, tumble. What about the retest for sales on GJ? No, I wouldn't be looking for sales right now. I don't see any structure for sales. That 154 500 retest for sales, it's a little risky. I want to see at least, resistance holding. I get what you're saying about the 500 retest, but it would be a little too early to hop in. How can we trade monetary policy statements news? You can with buy stops and sell stops. It's taking on the meme stocks. But yesterday I was watching this TikTok, right? It's this guy that goes into the movie theater. It's 2035 the year. Hey, the guy's going into the movie theater to watch the GameStop documentary. He's going into an AMC movie theater, of course, and the guy says, "Oh, it's gonna be half a Dogecoin to get in." And the guy pulls out a BlackBerry. The guy's like, "Oh shit, you have a BlackBerry? It's crazy how they took over your iPhones." And imagine that shit happening, it's in 15 years from now. You pull out your phone and it's a fucking BlackBerry with a keyboard and everything. There you go, the first Kerwin question. I don't know where he's at. I'm gonna call him again and put him on speaker. We still got what? 30 minutes. Very eerie silence, but it's nothing I can do. I got a pretty hard week in here. Kerwin is somewhere with his family. He can't get in because the Zoom is packed. But yeah, let's definitely. I want to see how CPI hits due to inflation or whatever. If we have an increase in the numbers, then we might have a spike down on gold, and yeah, better price for buys long term. But I'm just not liking how the 4-hour is flipping on. Oops, sorry. How the 4-hour has been bearish all day basically. And you know, still no signs of exhaustion in here. But yeah, we might have another spike down. Grab some liquidity down to 1873 and price continuing up. Yeah, let's take this out for now, since we're waiting for CPI. Jeez, look at that. Wow. Yeah, a lot of volume. I mean, if I would have held um, that sell right from down here, what was the initial sell? Right here, right? Trade would have been. That was somewhere around here. Oh, right here. 40 pips, so probably a lot more since we were probably retesting 1873. It's a pretty quick move. Left a gap on MetaTrader. Yeah, well, at least you grab something, so that's good. Frank.
Mac, you caught that break?
No. I'm very, very on point with what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait for CPI, see how what the numbers are. I don't want to get whipped around. This is breaking ranges, and you know, just putting a lot of volume in here. I don't want to be tossed around for now.
Man, missed that, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could have probably entered if I was looking at my terminal and I was probably on the 1 minute or something. But yeah, I can't be doing that and I'm being on the stream at the same time for you.
I wish you would have held the runner. Oh well.
That's the backle. I wish I would have held the runner. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. I didn't close.
Yeah.
Price has been moving crazy since since I started the stream.
Yeah, gold's been nice lately. GJ's been bipolar. I
Yeah,
don't know what's
super
going on.
bipolar. Super bipolar. I mean, we're getting some Brexit headlines too. Other than that, price action is there. I can see it. It's just not following it strictly. You know, it goes up, creates higher highs, whatever, higher lows, then breaks structure, hits down again, goes back into, you know, big consolidation areas, and it kind of like holds price during like the most volatile zones and times. We haven't had a nice breakout since May 26th. As that 5 minute in the last 30 seconds turn bearish, I took the sell. Yeah, no, it's a no trade zone for me. Raja definitely caught the gold sales. Hope so. Since the last NFP price has been good on gold, yes. But if you look down on the NFP from this month, from June, price has basically corrected the whole entire move, right? Yeah, gold is a beast, man. Like, with a decent size stop loss, and you know you have moderate um, lot sizes on your trades, I think you could definitely hold that trade for longer than what I was holding it for. I just kind of got um, how do you call it? I wouldn't say scared, but kind of like worried about that 5 minute turning bullish and just breaking highs of two candles.
You were cautious.
Cautious, yeah, cautious. That's the word, cautious. If not, I would have just held that. I went negative 6 pips in drawdown, so somewhere around here, and that's when I closed. And yeah, just being cautious on a very dangerous day. Yeah, we just got the whole NFP. Yeah, I got uneasy, right? The whole NFP correction right now. So from 1873, just up here, it's been correcting the whole entire thing. Little by little, I finally did it. But yeah, I was being careful, uneasy, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, Mack.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? You right?
Chilling.
Nice, nice. You know gold on the daily at 1870?
1870. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so you've got that daily support, and then if you look on the left, you've also got a resistance from the 19th of January this year. So I think probably we're going to see like strong rejection from the 1870 again, and anything above will probably be just a liquidity grab based on a high time frame. So if
Yeah.
you look on a weekly as well, the 1870 has been a really strong area where the resistance on a weekly rejected several times. So I think probably we're going to see the same thing. It depends all on the news. I think this is just more liquidity grab on the high time frame, like the weekly and a monthly.
I agree. I agree with that because if you see here on 1870 down below that area, there is this massive wick here which holds let's see how many pips from 1870 down to 1856. So on one daily candle you're holding about 200 yeah, 200 pips. So that's a huge liquidity. So price can get stuck in between that area. So it's a big zone, right, for price to dump and then continue
Yeah.
up. So it can dump down here. It can dump not even up, you know, maybe up here, maybe in the middle, maybe down here. So yeah, that's something you have to like kind of be careful when the CPI numbers are published. So we might have that spike down, but this zone right here, it's a huge liquidity pool, whatever you want to call it, liquidity zone, and that's when you have to like kind of like be um, looking into the smaller time frames, seeing support being established and some sort of rejection on the downside, and then that's when you want to hop in and then catch the right up.
Yeah, if you jump on a weekly as well, you'll be able to see the rejections from when the resistance was created back in January.
From up here?
A weekly, yeah. Yes, you can see on the left, you know, where the it'll be anywhere between 1856 and 1870. So that's where price rejected previously.
Oh yeah, down
So
here.
I think this is, yeah. So I think this is just gonna react probably as another rejection to push the price back up again. So.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but that was for NFP. Now I didn't think CPI would retest those lows again, but now that you actually bring that up, we might have another retest, another wick down here. Maybe not something as deep as this one, but yeah, somewhere around that vicinity, that area, and yeah, that's when I want to see price have rejection and then hop into the smaller time frames to wait for support and ride the wave up, right? The move up. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
I haven't checked the chat. I know some people have been chatting here, but I haven't really checked it. I opened and closed gold right away. Yeah, you don't have to get out of the Zoom, Carl. I don't. Kerwin is probably doing something right now. Security percent. Oh yeah, really not much. But yeah, it makes sense to be safe. But even though this is a 200 pip pool, right? Just kind of like be cautious between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. See how price establishes, and then from there we want to see gold moving up.
Yeah.
Let's just wait down here. Major support at 1894, and let's go ahead and make sure we have this from the weekly up here. Yeah, so that zone up here, and let's see the daily. Yeah, that's the zone right here, this area here. The way this is forming, I might have a buy stop and a sell stop just in case. A buy stop probably above 1876 and a sell stop right below that wick here at 1872 600. So let's wait and see.
Hey, Matt.
Yep.
Do you use a normal 20 pip stop when you use a buy stop and sell stop for news?
I normally don't use a stop loss unless I don't. If you're setting both positions, a sell stop and a buy stop, I don't put a how do you call it,
Stop loss.
a stop loss, right? Because
Gotcha.
the thing about doing both positions is that you're gonna have both of them like separated enough so you have enough space to work with that position manually if it makes sense.
Gotcha.
You know, if it gets triggered by and you know it goes down, you have enough room to either click on the X because it's, you know, you have something to work with, enough margin to work with. So if it goes down and something that it goes into a price that you don't want to see, you go ahead and close it manually. So it's really not much of much need for stop loss. Say for example here, I think if we start whipping around this area, it's the 30 pip zone. You have time to go ahead and click on the X manually, close um, that position manually. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't be executing on news, but the way this is forming, I might have a buy stop and a sell stop depending on how the last 5 minutes before 8:30 are. Basically, it's forming. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to see the last move of the last maybe 15 to 5 minutes of the hour and see how price is settling around that area. To
Yeah, I was thinking about to do the a sell stop and a buy stop, but the only thing that's putting me away is the daily support. I'm not sure because we rejected previously on the daily support.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether we're gonna reject again hard. So, like last week on gold, where it did shoot all the way up to 1881, and then it retraced back to 1872, and I've had a nice entry based on a 1 minute. Once we retested the lows to then fill the wick on on the hourly candle, and that's the way I did trade it.
Yeah. I mean, definitely want to wait at least 5 minutes before setting up the buy stops and the pending orders, whatever you want to set up. And you can clearly see on the 15, maybe on the 30 minute, it comes very visible how a buy stop can play out and a sell stop can play out. So I'm gonna wait for that and
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
and see, because let's say for example we start ranging in between this zone here, right? Below 1876 and right above 1872, right? So going into the 30 minute or even the 50 minute, you have this much room to work with. Oh fuck, just leave it like that. So that much room to work with. You have that 33 pip range. You can easily set up a buy stop right above this previous high and a sell stop down below this low here, just to play it safe. Even on the 5 minute you can clearly see it. You can clearly see the low and the high. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till the last 5 minutes, see how price is settling. I definitely don't want to be I don't want to see price being stuck in this zone here.
Yeah, look at GJ, man.
And GJ looks like
Yeah,
it's
worked.
like it tapped that zone already.
Yep.
So that was a long wait on GJ.
Yeah, it looks like it's retesting the support from yesterday, GJ.
Yeah, the 4 hour area.
The 4 hour support and
yeah. But I think we're gonna go higher. I mean, like this is just a retracement on the daily for it to push higher, in my opinion.
Yeah, daily did leave a huge wick down here. What I want to see on GJ is a continuation up above that area to clear these ranges.
Yeah, the thing is that we got a lot of mess in between.
Yeah, just that you don't want to be stuck in here
you got this, you got this, you got this.
Yeah.
This zone is like the cleanest one you got.
Above that zone, yeah, this is the cleanest area you got.
Yeah.
That big zone here. And below that area you have that resistance, this resistance here, this one here. Not the cleanest price action.
Yeah, if you're into FIPS, this is like a 61-70% retracement on the daily. So in my opinion, I think we're gonna push higher. Like the 4 hour is gonna go close above this area and then keep on pushing.
Right. Yeah. Remember that at 9 a.m. that's the 4 hour close, so we'll have a pullback and a continuation up.
Yeah, we can If we are able to close above 60 on the 4 hour, that would be great.
Yeah, about 600 in the next 40 minutes. Jesus, why is time moving so slow right now? I think I'm more concentrated on gold. I definitely want to see what CPI is gonna bring out.
Mac, if we close below 1875 on the 15 minutes, I'm definitely gonna feel that well. Went.
Yeah, 11 minutes to go. Let's see.
Are you gonna trade the news?
I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if this holds. I'm gonna set up a buy stop above that zone, even though there's a lot of consolidation above that area, with all that garbage from since yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And a sell stop just in case will be probably right below this wick here. Expecting, of course, that it's gonna push at least 20 pips, which I think it will. CPI should give us a very strong number based on on inflation and what's going on. Um, but yeah, let's just gonna wait for the next 5 minutes to set up the orders. Oh, 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 oh.
Matt,
Yo, what's up?
would it be a decent idea to set buy stops and sell stops above and below the 15-minute candle?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm looking at it,
I'm look.
the 30-minute is kind of long at the bottom, but if it does sell, you wouldn't want to miss all those pips to the bottom side.
The thing is that, right, the lower the lower the time frame you go, it's gonna be the tightest, right? So
Right.
on the 5 minute, you can clearly see that support down here.
Okay.
So that could be your sell stop, and then you have that wick up here, which will be your buy stop. Your
Gotcha.
sell stop will be right below those two wicks down here, rejecting, and then your buy stop will be at 1878, right above that area here.
Gotcha.
Because numbers can be good and price can whip down or price can just stay around that area. So you want to have at least like a 20-30 pip of range. So that's good enough. GJ is just in a very tight range. It's only 16 pips. Buys did work out. It was a very pressured buy, just to get 15, 16 pips out of it. It worked out for whoever caught it. And for sales on gold, we did call sales below that area here. I closed my position because of that 5-minute candle closing bullish, and then the next one also kind of like not pulling back. But yeah, whoever held, you have a pretty nice one trade for the day. So I think that's basically your trade for the day if you caught that. If you didn't, then you want to trade news, set up some capital apart that you're able to that you're kind of like uh, that you definitely want to lose, right? You can't afford to lose. You don't want to get effed and basically burn all your profits from the week. Alright, you're afraid of slippage. 15-minute is kind of risky. No, because on the 15 you're getting. Well, I'm actually looking at the 5-minute here, and I'm actually looking at a 30, almost 40 pips of of of, of range, and I don't think gold is gonna slip me that much. So yeah, that's the idea. That's what I see. I'm gonna type in the buy stops and the sell stops just in case. 'Coffee. I love this coffee. Why can't I just grab this? Hmm. 4 minutes left. There you go. Buy stop at 1877, 3. 35. And sell stop below 1874. All right, let's wait. This should go up, somebody said. Might just whip around, you never know.
Could you imagine if it doesn't do anything and it's all priced in?
Yeah. It's all probably priced in for
Nothing.
I mean, if it's priced in and we hold that support here, then I'll be looking for buys at the break of 1877.
All right, let's see.
And there's still some room for price to continue down here. Oh, look at that. Sheesh. Okay.
You got slipped?
I got slipped a little.
I can see.
Come on. Oh. Okay, there you go. Nice. Yeah, that was a lot of slippage in there. But we didn't tap the buy stop, so that was good.
Yeah, I got a lot. That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Jeez.
Continue.
I closed. I got 20 pips.
Yeah, I closed too.
Nice.
I'm not playing with that.
Yeah. Man, DJ is gone.
And what's going on with GJ? Oh wow, broke that 550 area, so she continue up. And yeah, that was good. That was good.
Oh,
It was a lot of slippage going on.
Look at that rejection.
And look at that rejection for buys.
Jesus. It's a little support at 15, or on the 15 minute at 1870.40. And that was the final TP I had. I just closed early.
Yeah, look at that, almost 1870, right? That was the top, 1870.
Yeah.
Oh, how was the news?
Let's see.
Let's see. Worse than expected.
So yeah, inflation. There you go.
You might get GJ buys 9:30 if
Yeah,
it
DJ is
breaks.
gone.
Yeah, if it breaks 154 850 that area and give a pullback and form support, that might be the New York opening buys.
Yeah, core CPI 0.7. So yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I didn't want to hold anything during the news for GJ or gold per se, because look at GJ. GJ just literally took off. Why my sell stop didn't get activated? Oh man, I don't know. I'm not the
Oh
broker
man,
here, but look at gold right now. This is crazy.
wow! I caught 13 pips on that move. I'm
Look
done
at
for
this
the day.
thing fucking moving.
I'm
Jesus.
done for the day, man.
Told you,
Jeez.
man. Gigi was gonna do that.
I'm done for the day. 13
Whoa.
pips.
Told you.
33 pip day, not too bad.
Yeah, man. Really nice, Kevon.
Very nice.
Well done, bro. What did you took again? Did you took the pending, Mac?
Yeah, I closed the sales, but the buys I took it off right when it was activating. So I
Nice.
took the buys off. Didn't I wasn't expecting this like right away. Literally 1, 2, 3 minutes. 112 pips. Jeez. That should continue up. Whoa, my God! Look at that thing pumping.
Let's go, man.
Every,
Just to trade 40 pips on that one.
Beautiful.
What a move on this
I'm
thing.
on 70 pips on gold.
You're 70 pips on gold deep. Holy shit.
oh crap.
Breaking through every zone.
Yeah, I don't look that happy because I mean, it would have been better to have the buy stops rather than the sell stops. I got slipped on the sells.
That was a nice liquidity grab. I think this is just going to keep pushing now, right?
Yeah.
I got slips. Mac, you use Trader's Domain?
No. Oh yeah, I use Trader's Domain and I also use a different broker.
I got slipped so much.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm so
every
sorry.
broker.
Every
It doesn't
broker
matter who.
probably
Every
slipped
broker
a lot.
got slipped. I use IC Market and I got slipped.
It's a very big new event, so expect a slippage. You know, the buy stops were perfectly set apart from from the sell stops, but yeah, the slippage was a big thing, right? Price went down. It looked like it didn't grab that much liquidity, but it did. At that point, your spread would have been probably 40 pips, maybe, and this is a $4 and a 47 pip move. You know, NFP didn't have that much slippage like CPI.
See, on the 1 minute, he's doing exactly what he did on the NFPs.
Yeah, hold that
So where the
support
price,
at 1870 and continuing up.
yeah. So he stopped from the last NFP. He tapped the 1880 area, then it created resistance on the 5 minute and then on the 1 minute as well, and then it retraced all the way back to the recent resistance, which is, I think it would have been around 1873.
70,
1873. Yeah, and then obviously that's when if you really want to take a risk, you'd look on the 5 minute confirmation and then an entry based on the 1 minute to fill the wick, this whole wick. Obviously, that's going to be the retracement. Yeah.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4 1 minute candles. Totally not total. 145 pips. That's a $14 move. Catalyst for gold. Yes. So there you go. That's your break of structure here for price to
You don't
continue
want
up.
none.
For price to continue up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and also
gold.
the daily's rejecting that support again,
Yeah, same
as
as the
expected. Yeah.
weekly. We basically, talked about it. That pull here, it might not go all the way down. It might not go all the way to the bottom of the bodies of the candles, but it definitely can retest it, which it did, and that's when liquidity grabbed and price head up. Yeah, unfortunately the buy stops didn't get triggered as the sell stops were slipped. Not much going on, but yeah, it was a good call. Uh, Hopefully whoever didn't get slipped made some money. I think I'm the only person who lost today. No, uh, I didn't make that much, to be honest. It's I'm sad that I didn't keep that buy stop open. To be fair.
Where I got greedy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have traded that news. I caught 12 pips and then got slipped.
Yeah. Slippage. There you go.
Mac, when you said the rejection, I looked up and I was like, oh, the 15 minutes going bullish.
I wasn't even looking at it. I'm like here, like trying to figure it out. Like, what was the slippage? Why was price not priced in correctly when I clicked the close? And then I see this thing, and then on the 1 minute, this thing is already up like 40 pips. So, yeah. At that point, I really don't look at the 1 minute when it comes to news. I rather wait at least maybe 15 minutes for 10 minutes, and then I want to see price settle, and that's when I want to go ahead and take buys or sells. So, yeah, so somebody closed their buy stops before the move. That was it. That was the move.
I had
Yeah.
longs on GJ, man, and I
You
closed them.
you closed them before the news?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, there you go. That was the another break of structure on GJ. So that's good. I'm guessing for price to continue up.
Yeah, I actually took a buy on GU. I'm about 30 pips right now.
Awesome. What was it, a buy stub or a regular buy?
I had a sell stop, but it closed at break even. And then when it changed direction, I took a buy, and it was a manual buy.
Oh, it was a manual buy. So you entered right on the when momentum was pushing. Okay,
Exactly, yeah.
that makes sense. I wasn't even looking at it. I was counting why my slippage was so much. But yeah, it is what it is. Not big of a deal.
It's crazy, man, how GJ moved.
Yeah, crazy.
If the 30 minutes comes back down to on gold 1882.92 area and form support, definitely can take buys going back up because that's a 50 pip range. My God, GJ.
GJ is still pushing. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.
Man, GJ was the trade today, man. My God.
Yeah, she doesn't want to stop. It looks like she wants to keep pushing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. We form support around 154, 850, that area.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a 15-minute closure or the
Yeah.
30. It could pull back all the way to what you're saying. It's true because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, even if it pulls back like for example, if this candle closes and it pulls back and it breaks it, it's kind of iffy taking those buys because we have this big bullish candle. Like it needs to form. Like for me, I rather to form support than to take the buys. But if you're gonna take those buys, just use a lower risk than your regular risk.
Yeah.
Kev, sorry, when you say make support, you mean like a 50-minute come down, create a bullish candle and go up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'd be my regular risk right here. But if it closes out here and do give us a little pullback and a bearish, like a nice little pullback, probably like 905, 906, and then start breaking the high, then I'll take buys, but I'll use a lower risk because this big bullish candle, like it's eventually running out of steam, but you want to see it to form support to continue to go higher.
Yeah, the thing is that with this type of candles, the down wick on the next one is really, really small.
Yeah.
Sorry, FX Tag Mike, I cut you off before.
No, no problem. But same thing like I talked about for anyone that's new trading, like simple market structure. Like you saw the market structure develop on the lower time frame. I don't look in the 5 minutes like how Roger and Ted and those other guys do. I just stick to the 15 minutes. For me, it's just a mental game. But you look at the 15 minutes, even on GJ, you saw the structure change from the lower time frame and continue to the higher time frame, right? So anytime the market wants to go higher, it starts from the lower time frame and go higher. So just look at your lower time frame. Like I love the 15 minutes, and then based on how the 30-minute close, the structure in the 30 minutes, then you could take your buys or form your analysis. You know, I don't even pretty much do top-down analysis like how Roger do it. Unless I can't see something on the lower time frame, then I'll just start from top to bottom. But I just jump on the charts and I just look between 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and to see if we have a clean structure. And then once in a blue moon, I'll go to the higher time frame to see maybe how the structure is forming if we're gonna fill a wick. Like I don't complicate my trading. I just keep it simple. Because a lot of people, they can't dictate like, okay, where do I take my buys? Do I take it off the 1 hour? Do I take it off the 30? But the way when you're trading is the time frame that you're looking at, wherever it forms structure and it breaks, that's where you want to take your buys off of. You know what I mean? And then you use your 30 minutes. Like I mostly enter off the 15 and the 30, but I use like those time frame for like confirmation. So based on how the structure is and how the setup is, if it's clean, if I can't see a clean setup right now, like for example, this setup right here, 154, 850, right? If you look up, we have a clean market, we have a clean candles, bearish candles going all the way up to 155, 300. That for me is clean setup to continue to go higher if we get a pullback, form support, or we wick down and continue to break the top and go up to that area. You know what I mean? Just look left. When you see clean traffic, if you can't see clean traffic, like that 154, 582 area, there's not a clean traffic in that area. So that's why even if we to pull back, for me, I wouldn't take buys off the 15 minutes. I wouldn't take buys off the 30 minutes. I like the 154, 850 area because on the 1 hour, you can see that clean candles going all the way up.
Right here? Yeah.
You
Right
know?
above that area here.
Yeah. When I when I see those candles like the bouncing around and there's the barcodes, it's noise for me. You know what I mean? And even with volume, sometimes volume won't break them. That's the way
Yeah,
it
even
just
with
works.
volume, it might just, and that's the possibility. That's something that you're basically working with. You have to take in consideration that price might not go through it, might not pierce through it, might reject, but
Yeah.
taking in consideration that this is CPI, we're talking about the dollar here. We're not talking about the pound, or we're talking about the yen. And this is actually this major news event actually moved on GJ, in a very radical manner, right? Fucking broke above this area here, continued up, and there you go, 40 pips in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And gold, yeah, gold did work out for whoever had the sell stops. I mean, the slippage was there. I'm not gonna lie about it, but yeah, slippage happens. And buy stocks, if you had held, which hopefully some of you did, then you would have been a nice little ride to 100 pips, $10 move easily.
GJ is not stopping, man. Oof.
TJ is pumping.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it's gonna fill the fucking week with that opportunity to enter.
Yeah, now the 4 hours already gone. Break of structure continuing up. I'm gonna have to wait until 9 a.m. Maybe have a pullback to re-enter, but the way this is moving, it's already it's already gone. I wasn't even expecting GJ to head up that much.
They know everybody was watching gold. They know.
They know, right?
Yeah,
They said
bro.
everybody's watching gold. Let me pump up GJ.
That's crazy, bro. 50 pips. That's crazy.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, from the break. Uh, was it like right above here? Yeah. So let's see. 50, 50, almost 60. Yeah.
Yeah, almost 60. Right, yeah.
Incredible.
She's still pushing.
And still pushing. You still got
No
10
FOMO.
minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes till 9. No FOMO. You don't want to jump in right now.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I got 50 pips on gold, so I'm good. I'm happy.
That's good enough, Mike. That's
Yeah.
good enough. Call it a day. I'm not as happy because I got slipped. But shit, it is what it is.
It is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Chris got slipped too. Everyone got slipped.
Yeah.
They were looking at us. Sell stubs were right on the dot. Not gonna lie, cause that shit were right on point. Right at 874 right here, and it worked out. Shit was in profits, but the fucking spread, goes up and down, up and down. Unless you have, I guess, like a demo account, it doesn't move. But believe me, shit goes up and down like crazy. So if you have your bid and your ask line, you can clearly see how the spread opens, and that's not a very good sight to see. Once you start seeing that shit going like this, boom, 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 you're like, fuck, because you might hold for another minute, and then the spread goes back to its normal size, right? Like 2.5 pips, two pips, or you could play it and close at whatever number the brokerage is giving you. But it is what it is. No, not something that I'm not able to afford to lose. And basically, the buy stubs did work out better. I should have just kept the buy stubs open rather than the sell stubs. Anyway, the moment that I seen this movement to the downside, I'll probably have closed the buy stubs too, like how I did here.
Man, 8 years ago, man, this would have wiped out my account, man, because I would have been taking sells and buys at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, some people can definitely play the range, and if you
Yeah,
have
man, I would have.
if you have like a fast execution and you play the sells down to here and then you buy again, beautiful.
Oh man.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out. It's almost 9 a.m. I wanna go ahead and say thank you everyone for showing up today. Thank you YouTube. Yeah, not a problem, Mark. Welcome. I'm glad I can cover the NY session for now. I'll be here tomorrow as well. It's Friday. We might have a
Thank
guest.
you, Mac.
Welcome, Momo.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mac.
Mac.
As
You're
always,
doing
thank you.
doing a great
Thanks.
job,
Great
man.
day. You're doing an awesome job.
Respects, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate
guys
it,
make
Mac.
me-
Good
you guys
job,
make me
man.
happy.
next week too?
Thank you, Mac.
They're asking for too much right now.
Might have to change.
man.
Might have to change the screen to Mac and Friends, man.
Yeah, Mac and friends.
Killing it,
I'll
Mac.
turn this into
Killing it,
Mac and
man.
friends. Get
I'll
money, right?
donate.
Thanks much.
I'll donate.
Asian session.
So, Mac, we love you, Mac.
I love myself. Bye bye.
Take care, man.
Oh, Asian Mac.
Brazil.
Brazil.
Mac, are we gonna?